right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Championship Wrestling. Just last week, we went from elation to devastation. A vicious attack by the returning Baby Slim on the victorious new #1 contender, Scorpio Sky. Let's take a look.
Shut your mouth. I'll catch you outside, homie. You see, back in the day, Scorpio Sky was Mr. Elite, and he left the homies all by themselves, me included, because he thought he was too good for the real homies, and that's why he's on his back. I already kicked his ass, and I'll kick your ass next, you punk. 13 years I've been gone because one punk had to just go all elite and go worldwide, and I'm over here on the couch with my wife, with my daughter, watching this punk right here. Shut your mouth over there. I'll take your glasses and step on it right now. You get in the ring right now, and I'll knock you out. You and your family. Get in here. Get in here. You shit. I'm the realest in this ring. In this ring, and now it's my time to take the spotlight. This #1 contender it doesn't matter to him. It's my time. I'm taking the spot. It's about me. 13 years. Look at your #1 contender right now. I'm the boss. I just got one thing to say. Baby Slim is back. Yeah!
All right, Christian, it was shocking. It was just the worst timing ever for Slim to attack. What a cowardly move. And I know you went down there and checked on your man, Scorpio Sky. How's he doing physically and mentally?
He's doing good. He got hit from behind. He got jumped. I thought it was cowardly by Big Baby Slim, a guy who, frankly, the fans were happy to see, to take such a cowardly action on one of the best nights of Sky's life, the night that he becomes the #1 contender for Danny Limelight's World Championship. I think it's disrespectful. I think it's despicable. But let's get to the rest of the card.
Let's do it. I mean, we've got Matt Vandergriff returns against Jordan Cruz. What a match that looks to be. Ice Williams taking on Brandon Cutler. Worlds colliding there and in our main event. Zicky Dice puts the title on the line against Main Event Daniels. Then we'll try and live up to that nickname. Let's head to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 210 pounds, as seen on New Japan Strong, Matt Vandergriff.
Return to United Wrestling Network action for Matt Vandergriff. What a story this guy has been out of Las Vegas, then trained, put in the heavy work at the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo in Los Angeles, has had many wins at New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong. He is a survivor. Will he survive this matchup with one of the most decorated champions in United Wrestling Network history?
And his opponent, from Lafayette, Louisiana, weighing in at 225 pounds, Jordan Cruz.
Jordan Cruz back in action, coming off of an injury, a former United Wrestling Network Heritage and Television champion. This guy, an impressive athlete.
I mean, damn, Jordan Cruz grew up. He is as jacked and as sharp as ever.
had to face adversity as well, coming off of a fractured fibula back in October. Can you believe that?
That's a really difficult injury to come back from. And to be tested on a night like tonight from Hollywood against Matt Vandergriff is going to be one hell of a test. But already on display is the power of Jordan Cruz.
And you got to think that's what Cruz is going to want to do here. Vandergriff, although coming out here looking a little more ominous than ever, was once known as the aerial chemist. And he'd like to make this thing high flying if he can. Cruz would love to ground him, but right out the back door there. And you got to think that when it comes to chain wrestling and mat work, when you're schooled in the New Japan Academy, Vandergriff's going to be able to go if you go that route as well.
I got to be honest, I've known of Matt Vandergriff before he even began in that NJPW Academy, and he was impressive back then, so he's only gotten better with the skills that he learned in Carson.
Yeah, I believe the last time we saw Vandergriff in United Action, he was taking on the longest reigning Heritage Champion in history, Pretty Peter Avalon. What a match that was. But man, oh man, what a powerhouse Cruz is into the cover. He would rather throw you than know you. As if to say, are you not entertained?
Absolutely. What the hell is this? Look at this.
This shadowy, ominous figure out here. Take a seat. Down in front. Double stomp now by Vandergriff. We've seen how effective that can be. And another look at this guy. What a just stoic expression. No expression, really.
We've seen that man from time to time who's now looking on to this match. We've seen him talk about the fall of society. We don't know exactly who he is or what his purpose here is in championship wrestling, as Matt Vandergriff looking over the left shoulder at that ominous figure behind.
What a program we have for you. Yeah, we don't know why this guy is out here, but we do know why we are here. We have the television title on the line later on. Main event Daniels taking on the champion Zicky Dice. How about Ice Williams versus Brandon Cutler? That coming your way, but we got a good one. To kick things off here, Vandergriff now going for the cover.
And just a side note, Todd, that Cutler versus Williams match, as we see this man again, that Cutler versus Williams match, that's WWE versus AEW. You can't get that anywhere but here in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
Yeah, that door wide open here in the United Wrestling Network. Full head of steam, though. Caught by Jordan Cruz and catches him with the knee. Man, how explosive was that? Cruz, I don't know, I can't believe he's coming off that serious injury, because for my money, he's never looked better. Buckle bomb. That'll rearrange the spine more than Matterhorn at Disneyland.
Yeah, Cruz looking like he didn't miss a single leg day during that time. He had a broken leg, but he collides there, yeah, with the turnbuckle.
And that injury.
That might have aggravated that broken leg. That injury might be back for Jordan Cruz.
You're not kidding. He is in agony as Cruz. We got to take a break. We'll be back.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks night guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brooks night guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to brooksnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's brooksnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Ordering is fast and easy with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
Can't make it to the shows, but still want signed photos, posters, action action figures, and more? Shop the official Memphis Wrestling eBay store at memphiswrestling.tv.
Welcome back, everyone. This thing has turned in a hurry, the pendulum momentum, when Jordan Cruz collided with that turnbuckle, and perhaps, as you mentioned, Christian, aggravating that injury to the fibula, and Vandergriff not beyond targeting it. Look at this, just driving the elbow there into the quadricep.
This is how I've come to know Matt Vandergriff. His ability to do whatever it takes to target his opponent's injuries, to pick them apart piece by piece and maniacally wind his way into a victory.
And it looked like Cruz had just no holes in the armor in the early going in this matchup, but man, just like being haunted by that injury, and now into the Boston Crab, perhaps. And again, you think of the training of a young lion. This is one of those moves now into the half crab, targeting, putting both hands on that previously injured leg. This is one of the things that those young competitors learning in the dojo, they are able to perfect.
We've seen contenders like Scorpio Sky recently tap people out with this exact submission hold, this half crab, as now Matt Vandergriff repositioning into the center of the ring, and Jordan starting to think about his entire life. Should he tap out?
He's got so much heart. A former U.S. Marine is Jordan Cruz. He's got so much fight. But, he was injured in October, just recently returned, and man, has he. I mean, he's been traveling with the likes of GCW. He's been all over the place, going coast to coast. Great to have him back in the United Wrestling Network.
And Jordan Cruz should write the handbook on exactly what you should do in training during an injury, because he looks as good as he's ever looked.
Yeah, but I mean, he's being exposed now, though, quite frankly, Christian, and maybe he wasn't 100%. Maybe looks can be deceiving.
Big right hands from the bottom from Jordan Cruz.
And let's see if he has the power. Look at that counter. Right back to the leg.
Goat kick there on the leg.
Pinpoint counter there.
Really smart. So accurate. Yes, that's a great point, TK. It's the pinpoint accuracy that Matt Vandergriff brings to the table. Even without seeing the target, he was able to hit that leg right on the button.
And that was a case of show and go. You can have show muscles, but he went right to the leg. Did Vandergriff jumping reverse neck breaker there by Cruz. And can you imagine just the pain and agony that is radiating through that leg right now?
Yeah, you can see it on his face. The leg absolutely still bothering this man. I mean, you got to give him his props for even being here and competing tonight after a devastating injury. Some guys would miss 2-3 years with that type of injury.
Big swing there by Cruz, who once cashed in his golden opportunity and defeated the Golden Boy Jordan Clearwater for his very first Heritage title way back in the history books of Championship Wrestling. But he's in a heck of a fight here, going back to the well and catches him with the big German suplex. And he's got a pit bull-like grip on the rear waist lock here.
Yeah, that's locked in deep. Vandergriff trying to get out, able to get the rope. Cruz breaks it, but reestablishes a new hold.
Straight jacket suplex there by Cruz.
Cruz feeling the effects of the attacks on his leg. And now Jordan Cruz, Shining Wizard, and he hits it.
Into the cover now. Oh my goodness, how close was that? He calls that my last serenade, but it wasn't the end of this matchup. And another one that is very pivotal. I could see either of these guys competing for any of the major single titles, whether it be television, heritage, or world title.
Women's championship.
Well, Big Mama, I think she will
I want to see these guys fight Big Mama.
Not turn down a fight from anybody. Look at this now, looking for that No More Sorrow, caught with the inside cradle, nicely done, back and forth, seesaw matchup. We got another good one. Man, in your time, have you ever seen more will-match competitors in the United Wrestling Network than we've seen as of late?
No, there's so much parity within our company and the display within this great sport as men go in, again, with about even odds with each other. The matchmakers killing it. Kudos to Nico Marquez.
He calls that the antidote kick. Utilized that a lot when he was known as the aerial chemist. And Vandergriff does one thing better than most, and that's use his surroundings as a weapon.
He's got caught there. Wow, the power of Jordan Cruz.
Oh boy,
wait a minute.
Tied up. We almost had a double count there. Both men's shoulders were down. As Cruz likes to say, everybody gets superplexed. Vandergriff was no exception, but man, how long can that leg hold on here for Cruz? Inside out, take a helicopter tour of Orange County.
Incredible lariat there. Now in for the cover is Cruz. Oh, he took it.
Crucifix, wow, how close was that? But man, back to that clothesline. You know, the Spectrum has got a giant Ferris wheel. That has nothing on that ride they took after that clothesline.
Yeah, one hell of a clothesline, dug in deep. Vandergriff missing the kick wildly. Eats a knee. Jordan Cruz looking to put away Mac Vandergriff. Oh my goodness.
There it is, no more sorrow. 12-6 on the clock, and now the 1-2-3. Cruz gets the win.
Here is your winner, Jordan Cruz.
Let's take a look back at the action. Man, this was all gas, no brakes. But the match really took a turn, Christian, when Cruz hit that turnbuckle with his knee, and surgeon-like precision for Vandergriff. Looks like he might get it done.
Yeah, Cruz coming off of a broken leg and then missing that offense, hurting the knee. And, you know, this match was Matt Vandergriff trying in every way to put away Cruz, but Cruz able to somehow fight back and get the victory tonight from Hollywood.
Cruise control, but it was a long way getting there. Hit that no more sorrow. More action coming your way on Championship Wrestling, including our big television title main event.
Yep, your worst nightmare. Your car broke down. Unless you already called Car Shield, the legit #1 auto protection company in the country. When you're protected with a plan through Car Shield, the process is smooth like ice and done in as little as 3 steps. 1, the tow truck takes your car to the shop. The cost of towing, covered when you got a plan through Car Shield. 2, plans through Car Shield have rental car options too. 3, when you pick up your vehicle, you don't have a big repair bill to worry about. When you call Car Shield, whether you got a small problem like a power window motor or a big problem like an engine or transmission that could cost you thousands of dollars, you're taken care of. Call Car Shield now.
Call Car Shield for coverage on up to 5,000 parts and get the Car Shield guarantee. Call 800-764-5611. 800-764-5611.
Every year, 800,000 children are reported missing. That's one child every 40 seconds. It's every parent's worst nightmare. Right now, there are 483 missing children cases still open. Your card donation can help keep kids safe and bring missing kids home. Donate your unwanted card today. Fast, free pickup, 24-hour response. Plus, you'll get the maximum tax deduction.
Call 800-912-4231.
We just gotta go hard.
I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have just been informed by Nico Marquez that starting today, we will be presenting the United Wrestling Network Showcase. We're going to take the biggest and brightest stars from all around the world, and we will have them test their mettle right here in the United Wrestling Network ring. We're starting with Ice Williams versus Brandon Cutler, and that match takes place right now.
And the boy is back and going down!
California, he is the
been cold-hearted as of late, trying to stick his nose where it doesn't belong. Did so against Jack Cartwheel a few weeks ago. Helped his man Joe the Action Braxton get a win over fellow WWE ID prospect Jack Cartwheel. Tried to stick his nose where it did belong in that tag team title match, and he got popped in the back by Bad Dude Tito.
Yeah, we've seen questionable decisions by Ice Williams in recent weeks and months. Some may say it's association with Lights, Camera, Faction and the influence that group has on our sport here in Hollywood at this time. But for Ice Williams, I think he just needs to stay the course, maintain his poise. He's done a ton in our sport without the help of those guys. Just imagine what he can do with Lights, Camera, Faction by his side. Ice Williams in the house tonight, and it just got cold in Hollywood.
This is our first of the big featured showcase matches here on Championship Wrestling. And how about this one? WWE ID versus All Elite Wrestling. We're bringing it to you right here from the United Wrestling Network.
And his opponent from Rancho Cucamonga, California, he is the Dragon, Brandon Cutler.
Brandon Cutler, the Dragon, looking to breathe fire here. I think it's safe to assume that he's getting back to its roots, Christian. This guy's an incredible athlete. He's sick of the snickering, and he's going to show why he is such a gifted athlete inside that squared circle.
Many of you have seen the side of Brandon Cutler alongside with the Bucks in All Elite Wrestling. But I've known this man for the better part of 20 years, harkening back to the days of Pro Wrestling Guerrilla in Los Angeles. The Dragon Master Cutler has arrived. A more determined man, a more serious man, and a true threat to the champions of Hollywood. The Dragon Master and the Revelation have been revealed.
And it can truly be said that Cutler, well, he's got his game face on in a big way. Pride not only as a competitor, but pride for their respective brands, quite frankly. A match you'd never see outside of somewhere like the United Wrestling Network, WWE ID, AEW. They collide, no pun intended, right here on Championship Wrestling.
You know, I had a moment to sit down with Brandon Cutler earlier tonight. We talked about the incredible career he's had, especially over the last 5 years, working with the Elite. Of course, they are multiple-time AEW Tag Team Champions. Certainly Cutler having a lot to do with that championship prestige in the Young Bucks. But Cutler said, you know, tonight, Christian, I just want to come in here and show everybody exactly what got me to the dance in All Elite Wrestling, what got me and my friends to become multi-time world champions and change the whole business. And it was the Dragon Master Cutler and the attitude that comes with it that helped contribute to that.
Yep, but Ice Williams would love to gain a victory over Cutler, and we'll never hear the end of it. Crucifix pin by Ice Williams, the coldest on the planet. And Cutler's history, as we've talked about in the past, goes way back, much longer than anyone would really realize here in the United Wrestling Network. You recall him and his brother taking on the likes of the Rock Nest Monsters and fighting right out onto La Brea, across from Pink's, out on the street back in the day, and jumping from the balconies of the Showcase Theater. It was wild times on this program.
Fun to think that Hollywood has been around for the better part of 20 years. Of course, on the broadcast airwaves of Los Angeles and across the nation. We've seen multiple sides of Brandon Cutler. We've seen multiple sides of Ice Williams. I don't know that either man have been as impressive as they have been in recent times.
Well, Williams, he might be the coldest on the planet. He's feeling some serious heat from all the pain radiating through that leg after dropping back. Cutler, I think, was looking for the Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Taking the cheap shot there was Ice Williams. And again, both these guys, veteran instincts, and they know every trick in the book. Look at the athleticism of Cutler. It comes up with the beautiful takedown there using the wrist control. Cutler showing what he's all about. My goodness, look at him go.
He's so agile, he's so nimble. He's been in the game for the better part of 20 years, and somehow Brandon Cutler continues to sharpen his tools, and now goes in for that side headlock, and that's in deep top.
And he's another one of those guys, you know, we saw it with Jordan Oasis, a guy that can do that high-flying style, but he's also a very, very sizable and powerful competitor.
The Dragon Master has a brother named Dustin. He's a world-traveled personal trainer, a man, an entrepreneur, and the Cutlers were a force to be reckoned with in the early 2010s as a tag team in Southern California.
Absolutely. We're right at the top of the heap. Title competition. Ice Williams with the reverse neck breaker. Nicely executed. Goes for the cover. And when Williams isn't getting illegally involved in others' matches, he did have a heck of a match a few weeks ago against the #1 contender in Scorpio Sky.
Why you got to bring up the old stuff, TK? Getting involved in other people's matches. Let's just watch this fight tonight and judge him for what he's doing against a fierce opponent like Cutler, the Dragon Master.
Again, we hope Scorpio Sky is okay after that vicious attack by Baby Slim. Outside, inside with the big splash. Brandon Cutler looks incredible here, but he gets his wings clipped, does the Dragon. Williams with the big counter drop kick. We'll be back with more great action right after this.
Hey folks, I'm Chris Salcedo, your liberty-loving Latino, and if you're like me, you want to stay sharp, informed, stay connected. But if your hearing isn't what it used to be, it can feel like you're missing out on the conversation. That's why I'm excited to tell you about Nano Hearing Aids, the affordable, high-quality solution that's changing the way Americans hear the world around them. Nano Hearing Aids are sold direct and shipped straight to your home. Plus, the Nano Hearing Aids are a fraction of what you'd expect to pay for prescription hearing aids.
I didn't realize how much hearing I lost until I put the Nano Hearing Aids in.
Nanos aren't available in stores and supplies are limited. Call now to find the hearing aid perfect for you and your budget.
No prescription, no doctor, ordered online.
It's made a huge difference in my life, and I'm grateful for it.
Get back great hearing with Nano Hearing Aids. This special TV offer won't last long. Call now.
Call 800-644-1488. That's 800-644-1488. 800-644-1488.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Ordering is fast and easy with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
Can't make it to the shows, but still want signed photos, posters, action figures, and more? Shop the official Memphis Wrestling eBay store at memphiswrestling.tv.
Welcome back to Championship Wrestling. What a match we have for you here. WWE ID clashes with AEW as Williams now goes for the cover. And it has been all Ice Williams after that beautiful counter drop kick that caught Cutler in midair. Williams, you got to keep your eye on the prize here, Christian. Can't let your bravado get the best of you because Cutler is a wily veteran.
And precarious by their, by the lack of presence by Action Braxton and the whole crew with Lights Camera Faction. Ice Williams out here trying to get it done by himself tonight.
Maybe they're still nursing their wounds after going to war with the Mighty Zaddies. Nice DDT there by Williams, dropped him into the cover, only a count of 2. Man, just great instincts. Tough for either one of these guys to maintain an advantage because they can turn the tide of a matchup in an instant.
TK, the other night I'm doom scrolling as we do, 2 o'clock in the morning on social media, and I come across a video of the Dragon Master Cutler training, working out, looking more jacked, more shredded than ever. And there's a specific scene, you can go to his social media, you can see the video I'm talking about, of him staring at that leopard multicolored jumpsuit as it hangs from ropes. And you can see him pondering the choices he's made. Some would say he's had a legendary career running with the elite, championship material. But Cutler looks to redefine himself and go forward with the spell being broken as the Dragon Master.
Well, I love it here. He is built for battle. He is dressed for war. You know, he's not dressed to go out to the club. He's dressed to go toe-to-toe, and that's exactly what he's doing here with Ice Williams. And again, the athleticism and the reach of those legs, flexibility of that kick, pump handle slam into the cover. Close call there, almost got the 1-2-3.
You gotta start to wonder here as Ice Williams looks to be in trouble here, if he's missing the presence of Lights Camera Faction, who normally stalk his opponents from outside the squared circle and watch on during his matches.
He might be. Oh, you mean, yeah, be there and illegally interact in the matchup, interfere. But look at this, Ice Williams again. He will attack the neck like nobody's business. Goes upstairs again. Does Ice full head of steam, springboard into the blockbuster. How about that? That was cold-hearted and almost got the win.
That was super impressive for Ice Williams to springboard in the way that he did, capture the neck of Cutler, and drive him down into the canvas. You know, you have to turn your head and find your target. Right there at the last second, Ice Williams able to do so.
He's looking for the, how do you stop a dragon from breathing fire? You put him on the deep freeze, looking for the icebreaker. Nice counter kick, though, by the Dragon Master. Goes upstairs, and man, he could be lethal with those head kicks, with those long limbs. Round and round they go. Who gets the advantage? Who knows in this one? Two incredibly well matched. What a great showcase match to start that whole concept here. I don't like to give Nico Marquez credit, but he had a good idea on this one. Lifts him up again. Bam! Connects. Here's the cover. No! Kicking out again. What a high impact maneuver that was.
It really was. Ton of torque. Landing on the back was Ice Williams. Cutler starting to show the effects of this fight as he's unable to put Ice Williams away.
Cutler has held the advantage, I think, offensively for the majority of this matchup, but to no avail if he can't put him away. He's looking for that TPK. Countered, though, nicely. What a beautiful counter. And we saw with Scorpio Sky Kenny King that sometimes it just comes back down to counter wrestling and fundamentals, Christian.
Remember, TK, it only takes 3 seconds to put your opponent away. And Ice Williams from behind, 12-6 elbow on the back of the neck.
Ice sickles kill people every year, and that was a big one that you don't see coming. And there it is, the icebreaker.
Thunderous kick from Ice Williams. Will this do it?
No, sir, not yet. That Dragon Master still got a little fire left in his belly. What a match. Seems like we say that a lot around here often.
Absolutely, the
these
talent
days
that Nico Marquez and formerly Peter Avalon had put together here on this roster. Just incredible. And tonight we're treated to WWE versus AEW. Here from Hollywood, and now Ice Williams potentially looks to go high risk. Has some words for the official.
Ice is not accustomed, though, to that icebreaker not getting the job done. So now you got to go back to the playbook. What do you do if you're Williams? Beautiful uppercut there by Cutler. Back and forth. There's been a whole lot of offense in this thing. Oh my goodness. Whoa, what about the agility there by Cutler? How on earth? The superplex. You can't do it any better than that.
Picture perfect superplex by Cutler. The Dragon Master looks to put him away. 2 count and no.
Well, he rolled a 20 on that one, didn't he? My goodness. He's got some seriously potent offensive cards in the deck. Does Cutler, if he's playing some D&D, comes up with that incredible superplex. So now back to your regularly scheduled slugfest. There's a lot of pride on the line. I mean, there's a lot of weight on the shoulder of these guys when you think of what they represent, Christian.
And for Cutler, even more meaning. I alluded to the video I saw on his social media of him staring at that leopard print that made him famous around the world front of 100,000 people in London. This is a guy who's performed everywhere. And now going blow for blow with Ice Williams, standing in the center, trading, exchanging, and now Brandon getting the better.
And runs right into a big discus shot, and now one the other way, but countered nicely there by Ice Williams. Comes up the middle, throwing the high heat. Uh-oh, look out, looking for it again. The TPK, can he hit it? He does.
Total party killer.
Yes. Oh.
Here is your winner, Brandon Cutler.
Cutler caught him with the TPK, the total party kill. Somebody look in the back and see, perhaps lights, camera, faction will all be laid out. In D&D, you get the TPK and your whole group goes down. And a big win here for the Dragon Master that was breathing fire like never before.
The Dragon Master comes in tonight to Hollywood and looks to prove a new era. Slaying dragons, slaying Ice Williams. How impressive did Cutler look tonight? Did he position himself into championship contention?
The valor of a true warrior, forged in the fires of battle. The Dragon Master looking good here. More to come, including our television title main event. Who will stand tall at the end of that? We'll find out.
Most men over 40 look into the mirror and see this, when they could be seeing this. Most men over 40 look into the mirror and see this, when they could be seeing this. Most men over 40 look into the mirror and see this, when they could be using this. Particle 6-in-1 Face Cream for Men, the first of its kind anti-aging cream designed specifically for men. Fights eye bags, dark spots, and wrinkles. Visit ParticleMen.com and use the promo code on your screen to receive 25% off your entire order. Plus, we've got free shipping and a 30-day money-back guarantee. www.ParticleMen.com. Because seeing is believing.
Every year, 800,000 children are reported missing. That's one child every 40 seconds. It's every parent's worst nightmare. Right now, there are 483 missing children cases still open. Your card donation can help keep kids safe and bring missing kids home. Donate your unwanted card today. Fast, free pickup, 24-hour response. Plus, you'll get the maximum tax deduction.
Call 800-912-4231.
We just gotta go hard.
I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Yeah.
It is main event time, so very fitting that we see this man, Main Event Daniels. What an incredible competitor he's been throughout his time in the United Wrestling Network, dating back to the days of Championship Wrestling from Arizona, where he was the Silver Spotlight Trophy holder at one point. He's always had the credentials to become a champion. Will he do it here in our main event?
A massive opportunity for Main Event Evan Daniels tonight. A television championship in his sights. It's going to be a huge test against a bigger opponent. Tonight, Evan Daniels poised to potentially become the TV champion here in Hollywood.
And here is the reigning and defending United Wrestling Network World Television Champion. This man was made for prime time. The outlandish one, Zicky Dice. Dice. And what recent history he's had. Won the title from Jack Banning in Long Beach Thunder Studios, and 2 incredible recent defenses over the likes of Eye Candy Elliott most recently, and how about the wily veteran QT Marshall?
His resume with a ton of credits. This guy, not only the United Wrestling Network television champion, but Zicky Dice, an entrepreneur of sorts, a musician. Of course, he's got Outlandish Paradise happening at the MomoCon in Atlanta in May. He's a busy dude and still able to show up for a fight. And he's got one in front of him tonight. Evan Daniels looks to take the television championship.
It's always must-see Z TV as we set the stage for our television title main event.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the United Wrestling Network Television Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. From Phoenix, Arizona, weighing in at 210 pounds, he is a literal star, Main Event Daniels.
A literal star.
He is a literal star.
Amalgamation of gas and
yes,
rock and
hydrogen,
fire.
Yep.
From Pismo
Burning in
Beach,
space.
California, by way of Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 233 pounds, he is your United Wrestling Network television champion, Outlandish Zicky Dice.
The champ has had a lot of great matches in this venue, beat the likes of the legendary Vampire Warrior Gangrel. He's one of those guys, and I've said it before, you don't judge a book by its cover. This guy can go. He's got conditioning, he's got power, he's got deceptive agility. And knowing that is Main Event Daniels and getting the jump. Well, that's been very reminiscent lately of some of the other things we've seen. People taking cheap shots on this program, people hitting people from behind. Just ask Baby Slim.
That's what I call a smart start from Evan Daniels. He knows that if he gets this television championship around his waist, he immediately becomes a main event player under the bright lights of Hollywood.
Daniels has looked fantastic, was in that five-way scramble for the Heritage title, was pinned by EJ Sparks. So switching gears now, quiet please, and looking for the television title. Both these guys think very highly of themselves and both think that they're ready to shine in prime time.
Imagine being Zicky Dice though, TK, right? I mean, you're traveling the world. You're doing Outlandish Paradise at the Momo in Atlanta. You're setting up events. You're hosting, and you're also defending your television championship against a character like Evan Daniels, who is a real threat to that title.
Went a long way there for a front headlock takedown, did Evan Daniels. And he will get under your skin and try and make you make mistakes in there. He's been successful. And getting to the ropes there. But do you think that the outlandish one, Zicky Dice, maybe spreads himself too thin? You talked about all the entertainment avenues that he pursues. Is he fully focused on defending the television title?
I mean, he spent the entire first couple weeks of April in Las Vegas. Then he flies back to Atlanta. Then he's in Los Angeles defending his television championship. Evan Daniels powers him out of the ring. Yeah, it's a great question, TK. Is he doing too much? Is his plate stacked too high?
It might be, and it might be wearing on him as he is in a compromising position here. Suicide dive by the challenger, Evan Daniels, in firm control here. Will we see a changing of the guard?
US Med, a trusted supplier of diabetes equipment for nearly 30 years, has great news for people living with diabetes and the pain of regular testing. New Medicare and private insurance guidelines have expanded coverage for continuous glucose monitors, even for people not using insulin. The days of repeated, painful finger sticks are over. Now you can wear a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, and eliminate routine finger sticks. US Med has the newest models of CGM, which are more accurate and convenient than ever. CGMs are shown to lower your A1C, increase your time in range, and reduce the risk of hypoglycemic events. Shipping is free and will even bill your insurer directly. Don't spend one more painful day testing your blood sugar. Call now to get your continuous glucose monitoring system so you can take control of your diabetes and get back to enjoying life.
Call US Med now.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Ordering is fast and easy with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
Can't make it to the shows, but still want signed photos, posters, action figures, and more? Shop the official Memphis Wrestling eBay store at memphiswrestling.tv.
Welcome back, everyone. After that suicide dive to the outside, I was going to say Daniels in control, but look out here. Powerbomb into the unforgiving steel of the ring post. Now, Christian, a lot of people say that edge of the apron, the hardest part of the ring. Not when you compare it to the post.
Yeah, post is pretty hard. There's no protection
Post
at all.
wins.
Spine colliding with the post of Evan Daniels. And Zicky Dice in a good position to retain here. Goes in for the cover. Only 2.
And back to that don't judge a book by its cover as a full mount now by Zicky Dice. Some outlandish right hands. This guy was a accredited and very decorated amateur wrestler in the state of Georgia. Much like a other former recent world champion, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. But Zicky says, anybody talk about that? No. Because, and that's why, I don't know, I think Zicky just feels like he has to work hard to get noticed. Look out here. He's got him up, thinking Northern Light suplex. There you see the skills with the bridge. Incredible.
Zicky Dice, certainly more athletic than you would see. Again, if judging a book by his cover, he can absolutely hang with anybody in any style in pro wrestling. There's a reason this man is the television champion.
And if I'm going to talk about Cody, we might as well talk about, another guy that was a don't judge a book by its cover guy was the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes himself. When you looked at his physique, but his athletic ability, and obviously a multiple-time world champion. The guy could ball on the basketball court as well, if you ever saw that video. Look at this. Big vertical suplex into the jackhammer there by Zicky Dice. Talking about a move from somebody from Atlanta, Georgia.
You can see Georgia running through his veins. I talked to Zicky earlier tonight. He told me there's two parts of it. There's the circle around Atlanta, and the rest of it we call Georgia. And it's 2 different places that Zicky Dice has dominated since making that his home a number of years ago.
Out the back door, and he is cagey and a little bit slimy as Evan Daniels elevates into the drop kick. We've got a good main event here for the television title. Styles make fights, partner, and these guys couldn't be different. More different.
That's right. For Zicky, he really is a glitch in the system, as he says. You don't exactly...
Look out here, into the cover goes Daniels, looking to make history, and I love that move by Daniels. Uses his calf, that torque, just twists that body and drives him headfirst into the canvas.
Evan Daniels is an absolutely well-trained. He's got a bunch of different styles he brings to the table. And right now, he's got Zicky Dice out and on his back. This is exactly what he needs to do. Go high risk, potentially punish Zicky at this point and put him away.
Championships have been in jeopardy in previous weeks. The tag team titles with the Wolf Zaddies and Big Mama for the World Women's title. But Zicky finds himself in a heck of a fight here. Will history be made this time out? Nice counter into the jawbreaker, I believe it was there by main event Daniels. A whole lot of whip in that kick. Into the cover. Guy that utilized that type of kick a lot was Shelton Benjamin. Big dragon whip.
Yeah, shades of Shelton.
Daniels floors the champion here, but he looks a little frustrated as well. You got to capitalize. You can't give Zicky a chance to get oxygen back in that big body.
Yeah, I get why he's jawing with the fans. I get why he doesn't like the reaction he's been getting against the champion. But for Evan Daniels, you got to do what you can to put this man away as fast as possible. I mean, if there's one thing we know about the television champion, Zicky Dice, he is in control of the broadcast. But right now, eating a nasty forearm in the corner.
Conditioning can become a factor if this goes into deep, deep water, and I think it benefits the challenger if it does. Out the back door again goes Evan Daniels. This guy is elusive, hard to get a hold of. What a collision there in the corner.
Daniels, the pride of Arizona, has certainly made a name for himself in that region. Looks to get championship gold tonight from Hollywood. Can he become the TV champ?
Again, Christian, I think the schedule as well as Evan Daniels might be getting the best of the television champion right now. At some point, you know, you can only burn the midnight oil so much.
Now this is a strange strategy from Daniels, who's looking to muscle up the bigger man and pays for it.
Power advantage goes to the champion. Big European uppercut there. That was something right out of Street Fighter.
Tiger uppercut.
Yeah.
Landing from main event Daniels. Main event going high risk.
Uh-oh. Got caught.
He got caught for sure.
Looking for the Hurricane Rana. What a sit-out powerbomb. Here we go. No. How did Daniels get a shoulder up after that? All that body weight came crashing down.
Shocking that Evan Daniels still remains in this fight. Zicky able to hit that power bomb from high, rarefied air.
I don't think the fans here at the Irvine Improv can believe that Daniels got out of that. And it's going to be back to the drawing board for the champion. I mean, what else do you do at this point? And we got a war on the outside. Don't want to see a count out here. We want to see a winner with the title on the line. Count is up to 4 now. Champion and challenger battling on the outside in a clothesline, and down goes Daniels. Bodies strewn everywhere.
Daniels just hitting his back, the back of his head and his neck.
Oh my goodness.
On that hard floor there. Just a bit of rug,
the
carpet.
Counts up to 8 here, Christian.
Yep. Wait a minute. Oh, they both get back in. No! Zicky eats a cutter. Could this be the moment for Daniels?
Powers out, but just barely. Wow, that was a dead heat.
And the referee, Todd, TK, the referee colliding with Daniels. Daniels checking on him, but now Zicky Dice, the television champion.
There it is, the snake rattle and roll. We got a new official. Here's the cover. No, Daniels kicks out.
Where the hell did this new referee come from out of nowhere?
It's like he got shot out of a cannon.
Now the television champion, Zicky Dice, going to check on the referee.
Oh!
Wow.
Low blow undetected by 2 officials. My goodness, what a chaotic scene here, and that has been the case in recent weeks here on Championship Wrestling. Daniels now perched and poised. There's that big double stomp. Here's the cover, not this way after the low blow. Wow!
Here is your winner and new United Wrestling Network Television Champion, Main Event
Daniels, after the low blow, caught him with the lasting impression, that double stomp. Well, I guess because the lasting impression that we're going going to get after this episode is that man, Evan Daniels, holding up the gold. He is the new United Wrestling Network World Television Champion. A ratings crash for Zicky Dice in more ways than one. We'll be back next week. My goodness, what a chaotic scene.